Have you ever felt like you're losing the day before it even really begins? Like you're constantly fighting this uphill battle? Well, if that sounds familiar, then this explainer is definitely for you. We're about to break down a super simple system to take back control of your life, and it all starts with the most important part of the day, the morning. So let's get right into it. So, does this question hit home for you? That nagging feeling that no matter how hard you work, things like success, clarity, and just plain energy always seem just out of reach. You wake up already feeling tired, already feeling distracted. Man, it is such a frustrating cycle. But here's a really crucial insight from the source material. The problem isn't some kind of personal failing. You're not broken. You're not just inherently tired, and you are not stuck. The real issue, it turns out, lies somewhere else entirely. So, what is the problem then? Well, according to our source, the real culprit is a lack of morning discipline. This one single area, this might be what's costing you your future, making every single day feel harder than it has to be. Because really, your morning sets the tone for everything that follows. Think about it like this. Every single morning, you are standing at a crossroads. On one side, you've got the path that builds your future, the one that's paved with discipline and clarity. And on the other side, that's the path that just keeps you stuck, and it's defined by distraction and fatigue. It's a powerful way to frame that choice, isn't it? So how do you consistently choose the right path? Well, the answer is a system. It's not about more willpower, it's not about finding more motivation, but a simple set of 5 habits that can completely redirect the course of your day and, ultimately, your life. Okay, let's start with the foundation, consistency. The very first habit is to wake up at the same time every single day. And what's really interesting here is that the source makes it clear this isn't about waking up at 4 a.m. The magic is in the consistency itself. It's your very first act of taking control. And this quote just gets right to the psychology of it. When you master your wake-up time, you're sending this powerful signal to your brain that says, I'm in charge here. It's about mastering yourself before your feet even hit the floor. All right, now for habit number 2, and honestly, this one is absolutely critical. No phone for the first hour. The moment you grab your phone, your brain gets hijacked by notifications, by emails, by social media. Your focus, your clarity, and your energy are literally drained before you even get started. And get this, according to the source, a staggering 90% of people make this exact mistake. 90%. That's practically an epidemic of lost mornings, where we just willingly hand the keys to our day over to some algorithm. So what do you do instead? It's actually really simple. You win the first hour with these 3 small victories. First, make your bed. It's an immediate, satisfying accomplishment. Second, drink a big glass of water to hydrate your system. And third, get into some sunlight to set your internal clock. These simple actions put you right back in the driver's seat. Okay, habit number 3, move your body. The typical morning for so many of us involves sitting, scrolling, and basically shutting our systems down. And then we wonder why we feel so sluggish and unfocused. Well, the antidote is activation. And here's a really important reframe. When the source talks about movement, it's not about fitness, it's about activation. This isn't about going and running a marathon before breakfast. No. It's about something as simple as 10 push-ups or a 5-minute stretch. Anything to wake up your body and just switch on your energy. This phrase from the source is so powerful and so easy to remember. Motion creates emotion. It's a simple formula. If you want to change how you feel, first you have to change what you're doing with your body. To feel energized, you have to move. It's all about controlling your body to control your state of mind. Let's move on to habit 4, which is all about fuel. Eat protein at breakfast. What you put in your body in the first few hours really dictates your mental and physical performance for the rest of the entire day. And the contrast here is just so stark. Sugar gives you that quick, brief spike, but it's always followed by a crash that just kills your focus. Protein, on the other hand, it delivers stable, sustained energy that actually sharpens your mind. It's the difference between being on a roller coaster and having a smooth ride. And the great news is, this doesn't have to be complicated at all. The source highlights some really simple, effective options like Greek yogurt or a protein shake, or even just a couple of pre-boiled eggs. The goal is to fuel your body like a high-performance machine, not, a trash can. All right, now for the final habit, and this is the one that generates massive momentum. Do the hardest task first. Most people spend their mornings on all this easy, reactive, busy work because, well, it feels productive. But real progress, that comes from tackling the big, uncomfortable things. And here's why this works so well. Think of your willpower like a battery. It's at 100% when you wake up. Every email you check, every notification you see, it drains that battery. So you've got to use that full charge on the one task that will actually move your life forward. So let's bring all this together, because as we're going to see in this final section, these 5 habits, they aren't just about having a good morning. Nope, they're about architecting a better future. And this right here is the key takeaway. It's not just a list of disconnected tips, it's an interconnected system. Each habit supports the others. And it's not about motivation, it is all about repetition. You are literally building your future, brick by brick, every single morning. And this final thought from the source really says it all. The life you want isn't built in a day. It's built every morning. It's not about one heroic effort. It's about the sum of your daily discipline choices, especially when nobody's watching. So as we wrap up this explainer, I'm just going to leave you with this one question. You have the system now. You understand the choices. The only thing left to decide is, what are you going to do with them? What will your morning build tomorrow?